Hi everyone, my name is Jack. I am currently a PGY2. Originally I was born in Vietnam, but I came to the United States when I was 11 years old.
Sure, I'm Michelle Singh. I am from Northern California.
I'm from Chandler, Arizona. I went to medical school in Middletown, New York, Toro.
Hey, my name is Ross Francis. I appreciate you looking at our program. I hope you find what you're looking for.
My name's Tyler Shiflett. I'm from Chicago.
My name is Ramsha. I am from Pakistan and I moved here for residency.
Yeah, so my name's Nick Hawker. I'm originally from Fresno, California. Went to undergrad at UC Santa Barbara and then went to Penn State Med School in Hershey.
So my name's Mark Anderson. I'm a third-year resident here. I'm originally from Southern Nevada.
My name is Connor Champion. I am a fourth year.
Hey, I'm Andy Trang. I'm one of the third year residents here. I'm originally from Southern California.
I'm AJ White. I'm from Ogden, Utah.
So my name is Kevin Sherman. I'm a fourth year psychiatry resident. I grew up in Southern California in Ventura County and completed my undergrad in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, my name is Nima John Fruz.
Yeah, I'm Kylie. I'm from Washington State originally. I did my undergrad in Hawaii and I went to med school in Southern California.
Sure. I'm Kevin from New York.
Hi, my name is Marisa. I'm one of the third years here. I'm from Phoenix.
My name's Nima. I'm originally from Irvine, California.
Yeah, my name's Mike Durden. I'm from Idaho Falls, Rexburg area in Idaho.
So my name is Kimmy G.
Hey, I'm Sadesh. I'm one of the residents here at University of Arizona.
All right, so my name is Chang Su. I grew up in Central Texas, did my med school in El Paso.
So I'm born and raised in New Orleans, and I went to LSU Med School.
I'm Nick, one of the chief residents and the guy behind the camera. I'm an Arizona native, and I'm just out enjoying one of the greatest parts of Tucson, Catalina Highway, up to Mount Lemmon.
I think that's... so what's...
I think that the best thing about our residency is the residents, which, I'm saying that as a resident, but I think what it is the community of us residents, people who take care of other people, who care about each other, who have fun together.
One of the things I loved about the program that really attracted me here was the people. And I know you guys hear that a lot, but when I was here for our in-person interview lunches at the time, I just had an absolute blast and it was one of the most memorable moments of my trail.
For sure, I think the people is one of the biggest reason why I ultimately ended up ranking Tucson really high and choosing to come here. The vibe that I got from the interview day to even the interviews with the faculties, I think the culture that it was giving off to me was a great feel. I felt like I could really fit in here, and there's such a good work-life balance as well that I can see within the residency. I feel like the residents are really healthy and happy, and they have free time to do other things, but at the same time, have that extra time to really work on their own learning and academics and improve on themselves.
And I picked Tucson because I really enjoyed my sub-I experience here last year. The people are great, everybody's super friendly and fun to spend time with. The program is really strong, there's a lot of interesting cases and diverse psychopathology.
I chose this program primarily because there is such a diversity of clinical experience. In a lot of big cities, there tends to be, the VA program and then the academic program and the county hospital program. We're here at U of A. we have everything wrapped up into one.
I was really interested in integrative psychiatry, and this was one of the only places that actually had a pretty solid built-in curriculum of it.
Definitely, I feel like the people is one of the major reason why I like Tucson so much. Everyone I've met from the upper class during my interview day are really friendly, and they're very outgoing people, and it's just really easy to kind of hang out with them and get to know them. And my co-interns, we have a very cohesive group too, and we'll be hanging out once or twice a week. So it's been a great experience, and everyone is just so nice and friendly. Definitely one of the biggest draws of Tucson to me.
I think for me, it was from the get-go, it was all about the people. The people really made it a really warm place, both literally and figuratively, to come to. It's, you know, even starting since day one of my intern year, I felt very welcome.
The thing I love the most about this residency, as much as we joke about it, is actually the other residents. Our class in particular is very close. We've been invited to each other's weddings. We are constantly checking in on each other, even in this time of COVID. We've always been there for each other and kind of making space as one big family.
People here are like nice and pretty easy to talk to, which you don't get many places.
I chose Tucson because of the incredible opportunities when it comes to the diversity of the program, the people here at the program, and the fact that there's not a lot of snow here.
I really like the training here. It's got a good mixture of great outpatient clinic teaching and inpatient teaching with high-risk patients. So I really enjoy the patient populations here in Tucson.
Yeah, so in spite of it being the pandemic and us being in a global quarantine, I think we have done a good job of doing appropriate hangouts outdoors and getting to know each other. It's been actually a really great time, and one of the best aspects of the program, I think, are the people that it attracts.
Really the cohesiveness of the residents and how well they knew each other and how much they hung out was a huge positive for me, and the attendings were pretty awesome too.
And I picked Tucson because it was close to the mountains and the diversity in program rotations. That's it.
I picked Tucson because I got to do an audition rotation here, and the residents were super friendly, and all of the attendings were very apt to teaching and very concerned, and it was just everything that I wanted.
Chose Tucson as I'm an Arizona native. I know I wanted to stay in state. I also was able to rotate here as a medical student, so I knew a lot about the program. We've got a very strong inpatient and outpatient adult program, and we've got really great attendings who are willing to teach us.
Yeah, I think coming to U of A was probably the best decision I've made. I have wonderful co-residents, great program director, great assistant program director, outstanding faculty.
They've definitely been kind of the backbone that a resident would want and aspire to have in a training director going into residency, and they definitely inspire confidence.
My co-residents are awesome, and when I was doing didactics, I'd see the other residents above me, and they also seemed like they went out every week after didactics. It just seemed like a really close-knit group, and so yeah, I love it here.
I'd say relaxed, but also very committed to the work that they do here.
I think we're all chill, quirky, and always fun.
Good.
And hopefully some of these applicants are lucky enough to end up here.
Tucson. I grew up here, so this is my hometown, and I'm happy to be back.
I would definitely be staying in Tucson. Even though all of my roots are in California and all my family's in California, I think the last 4 years I've fallen more and more in love with this city. It's probably the favorite place I've ever lived.
Great cost of living. It's a beautiful city, not big but not too big, and the people here are just really cool. Very diverse culture and a great place to train.
Tucson's been fantastic to me. Again, starting from the people in the city of Tucson have been so nice to me, and like it doesn't matter whether I'm at the hospital or I'm at Trader Joe's, everyone's just been super nice to me. So.
Additionally, Tucson is a uniquely good place to live. The cost of living is incredible, and if you look at our compensation package, it's competitive, if not better than most programs. So for me, having a wife and eventually a child, that was very important to us. And so I've been able to fully support my wife staying home and taking care of my son, who's now 3 years old. And finances have not been a concern. We live in a 3-bedroom house with a giant patio and a huge den. And I'm thrilled to be in Tucson.
And I did an away on Tucson. I didn't know anything about it before I came here, but I came out here super surprised, loved it. I'm from a big city, so I was looking for a change of pace, and Tucson definitely has that. There's still little quirky independent businesses, awesome restaurants. I'm from New York, so I can legitimize that. I just really loved it here. It's easy living, and it's a great place to do residency.
And I'd never had a lot of experience with Tucson, didn't know much about it, didn't know what to expect, but as soon as I got here, it's a really unique place. It's a college town, so you got the college influence. It's a border town, so there's tons of culture.
I picked Tucson because I felt that there was a town feel to the city, but at the same time, there was a lot to do, a lot of nightlife as well, and also tons and tons of outdoors activities that I really enjoyed.
A lot of different things. The weather, it's hot, but you'll get used to it. It's good. The food, outstanding. The hiking, the outdoors, unbeatable.
I think that Arizona is an awesome place to live. And I love sun and summer, so there will always be enough of that here. I actually prefer like 100-degree heat than like 60, but
I love it so far. It's been pretty hot since I moved here. That's definitely it's an adjustment from the Chicago weather, but I like how it's sunny all the time, and on the good days we get some rains, and then it really makes things feel much more enjoyable.
And when I got here for the interview, I was really excited to see the culture here and all the nature that Tucson has to offer, as well as the fact that it's such a good food city. I mean, for a city of its size, it has pretty much like every single cuisine that you can think of or try, and it's always very non-fuss sort of, where you can just casually go in and enjoy a great meal with friends and other people. So I really love that vibe about Tucson.
And then I fall in love with Tucson. So there's an endless supply of hiking, outdoors things. We actually have decent food here, and I like to consider myself, I can be choosy since I've grown up in New Orleans.
Sure, I actually really like the food. I'm a vegetarian, and it's not always easy to find great vegetarian food. But any kind of dietary restriction you have, anything creative that you want to do with food comes up. And
an add-on, the restaurant scene is fantastic too. Your choice of food, you'll have it. So yeah.
I am very pleasantly surprised on how good the Chinese food is. Because I grew up in China, so having great Chinese restaurant is kind of something that I'm always looking for, and I was really surprised at how good the Chinese food is in Tucson.
My favorite thing would probably be my friends and family, but very close Second is the outdoorsy stuff. So I love hiking, camping, backpacking, and Arizona has all of that.
Outdoor activities galore, biking, running, hiking, you name it, you get to do it.
And yeah, and also there are so many great hiking, great biking, and mountain biking. Which my boyfriend really likes it.
Mokka Hill is one of my favorite hikes, and I pretty much do that every day. So if you guys end up coming here to this program, then definitely hit me up. It's a close hike to the city, but you can get an amazing views. And definitely too, I know that in the summertime it can get pretty hot, but the cool thing is that we have these monsoon seasons. And just the other day, I was out hunting down the monsoons and driving up a mountain to get a great view, but at the same time, really feel the wind and see the great lightning shows. So, love that.
And I came to Tucson because there's this great outdoors, and look at the view that we get in this hospital. Hey, peace.
And I like Tucson. I've been here since undergrad. It's a wonderful place, great food, great people, a lot of hiking spots if you're into that, great cost of living. Hope you come here.
Absolutely. I'm planning on staying in Tucson because of the vibrant community, the cost of living, the community around psychiatry here is very good. There's everything you need here, and the nature is outstanding.
And not such the hustle and bustle of a city as you can often find in California. That, you know, once you start living here, it's really hard to leave. I think that, I was doing my rotations here in medical school, and then I ended up staying for residency. And now when, the opportunity presents itself to get out of town again, it's difficult to think about.
I don't know. I do like that the left turns are at the end of a stoplight instead of the beginning. It makes the driving experience pretty good. Cool. Underrated.
Cool. All right, let's ride the golf cart. Let's go.